It's been a fairly well-documented thing on the show that you are a huge fan of Terry Funk. Oh. I know you mentioned a lot about his early career in his NWA days. Would that be his early career? Surely.
Well, in the not the NWA champion, but he was in the NWA from the start.
But I was curious as to what you thought about his later career when he got into hardcore wrestling, as it is also well documented that you absolutely hate with a burning hot fiery passion of 1,000 Suns hardcore wrestling. While we're at it, what did you think of Mick Foley's pioneering the hardcore style in the mainstream? I have thoughts, but I'll let you go first. Of course.
Well, first with Terry, I think even he at this point would probably regret the night they decided to set everybody on fire, including himself. And I'm sure he didn't have a lot of fun when the ring blew up in Japan or whatever. But Terry was a guy who was always on the edge like that because everybody thought he was a nut. And as everybody started turning everything up, just the fact that he still knew how to work and could still talk and could do the shit better than anybody else. He was able to do that stuff and bring that into his arsenal. And you got, I guess, you got to give him credit for at that age being able to perform at that level. I would have rather and probably his wife, Vicky, would probably rather he hadn't done some of it.
If I remember correctly, in Beyond the Mat, I think he's sitting there with his family and they're like, "Please don't." And he's like, "I'm gonna end it." Oh shit.
But I love Terry, but I probably just for his own welfare could have seen him do a little bit less of that. And with Mick, it's the same thing. It's a double-edged sword because since he didn't have the look that we talked about, or since he was a great worker, but
shaped like a lovely pear.
As an amateur athlete, Mick Foley was not a standout, so he used that to get noticed. But if it wasn't for his amazing mind and his timing and his personality and his promos and the ability he had as a great worker to do those things, he just had a freaky ability to fall on hard surfaces and not kill himself. But I think he would probably say at this point today, as he moves around life, that he probably could have done a few less of those and relied more on his other talents.
I saw him a couple years ago at the Hollywood Improv. After SummerSlam, he did, it was one of his earliest, I guess, stand-up things. And that was actually the first night that JR came on stage to take questions, which is now his thing. He does these one-man shows. And watching Mick walk around made me very sad. There's just no other way to put it. I felt upset because he looked like he hurt always.
And, the thing is that, but Mick has been obviously successful and now he can do the things he wants and et cetera. And he basically got away from it at an early enough age that he can enjoy his family and et cetera. But I think he even has been conflicted sometimes about the fact that, like the question said, he kind of spearheaded that into the mainstream. There's a lot of guys who just think, oh, if I can fall off a tall shit onto hard shit, then I can be a big star and a rich millionaire like Mick Foley, and they ignore the fact that he was one of the most talented, best promos, smartest guys, best timing, psychology, blah, 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 and they just think, I need to fall off shit.
And folks, that's how we got CZW.
And there you have it. And then there we go. So there's that.